Hi, everybody. I'm Sherry Moore, author of Singularity. Will AI help humanity or finish what it started? What did it start? What a mess. Oh my goodness. You'll have to read the book to find out. Perfect for fans of Stephen King's The Stand and Dark Mirror, an apocalyptic sci fi novel that will take you out of this world and into the world of the next pandemic and how technology played a hand in it. Today I'm here to talk to you about inspiration, and this is a perfect way to open my YouTube channel. Is one thing authors always get asked about is their inspiration. What inspires your stories? What motivates you to write? Where do you get your ideas from? Well, truthfully, they come from all over. We get our ideas from all of life, our experiences, the people we know, just anything is fair game. But I would say that of late, one of the things that has really hit hard for me, or hit strong, has been the passing of Ozzy Osbourne. Now, you have seen your Gen X friends doing their tributes all over social media. Yes, this one hits hard. Ozzy not only started the genre of heavy metal, he was a motivating force, one with longevity. He had a long-standing career, and there was just something about him, about his manner, that really connected with people. Probably why he was successful for pretty much his entire life, or at least 60 years of it. I think the thing that really struck me about his passing on July 22nd was that he actually motivated me tremendously 3 weeks ago when he did his Back to the Beginning tour in Birmingham. It was not only a good show, it was impressive. I watched it on YouTube and I thought, wow, I am watching a man perform with Parkinson's disease, who has been struggling with Parkinson's for 6 years. Other band members also had their own health issues, cancer, heart disease, long term COVID complications. Some of the other bands that were there who performed, they overcame some of their own struggles, and I thought, but they wanted it. They wanted it bad enough that, by all rights, they shouldn't have been able to do it. But they not only did it, they raised nearly $2 million for charity. You look at that, and frankly, I felt a bit pathetic. I thought, I've been, going through life and struggling with issues, as we all do, trying to find meaning, figure out what's next, what's right, what's my trajectory, especially in this post-COVID world. A big thing for me for the past 5 years especially has been, basically adapting to a post-COVID world. We said we wanted a new normal and instead fought for the same old thing. Problem is, I didn't want the same old thing back. And it's really been a journey for me to figure out, what do I want? Traditional trajectories don't work for me, and I have had to learn over the past 5 years as I have grown in wisdom, both from my experiences and from just building an inner circle around me with more wisdom than I have in areas where I definitely need it, that sometimes success is not moving up like the world tells you, it's moving on, or it's moving out there. And one thing that really inspired me about that Back to the Beginning concert was, it's possible. You can say no to your limitations, which of those limitations, I'm going to tell you all a secret, is fear. It's the devil's favorite tool. Fear is what holds 100% of us back. Let's just be straight, is fear. We're scared of success. We're scared of failure. It's just human nature, and it's very hard to overcome. But Ozzy showed us that it can be done. If he could perform a concert like that 2 weeks before he died, I don't think that the word can't is a part of my vocabulary anymore. And it shouldn't be a part of yours either. He left us with tremendous inspiration. Stop saying you can't. You can. If it's in your heart, you can. You have just got to learn how to reprogram your subconscious mind and do what needs to be done to make it possible and bring your potential into reality. I know that my father passed away nearly 5 years ago. And of course, such a tremendous loss of somebody who was a vital part of my entire life. We got along great. He was the best dad. That salt of the earth guy, the world's worse off without him, honestly. And I have had to, of course, deal with grief and pain and the existential and midlife crisis that comes with such a paradigm shifting loss. And one thing that I came through that with, because you don't really get over it, you just grow around it. And one thing that I have come out of my growing and learning through this experience is that I don't want to be buried in that graveyard with any potential. I want to use every bit of it. I want to squeeze it out of myself, and when my time comes to join him in the next world, in eternity, I want to say I used it all. I went out there and I took up every bit of space that I was destined to. I did everything I was supposed to do. I served humanity and the world to the best of my ability, and I went out there and just went skidding into the grave, sideways, beat, busted, worn out, and just bones, because I spent it all. I didn't waste a bit of it. I want that for you too. And I feel like that's my purpose through my writing, is not only because I just love writing and I have all this energy and overactive imagination and creativity with all of these stories just springing out all over the place. I want to share with the world is I love to write. I love to write. I love my stories. I've grown up. My grandfather used to tell me stories growing up, and it sank into my soul. And now I want to tell them to you. I want to share them with you, not only to help you escape reality, but to help you rebuild it when it breaks. And it does. We've all seen that. We all lived through COVID, lockdowns. We've had personal tragedies. We've had setbacks. We've had failures. We've had unexpected circumstances. If you're alive, you've struggled. It happens. I want you to not only escape reality with my books, but to come out of it knowing how to rebuild it with inspiration and courage to take the pieces and rewrite your narrative, as my logo goes for Broken Reality on my website and on this channel. You can do it. You can rewrite your narrative. Ozzy could have just sat there and wasted away his days, but he wanted to go out with a bang and do something good for the world one last time. And he did it. They all did it. And you can do it on an ongoing basis. You just need to learn how to reprogram your mind and believe you can do it. Now I'm sitting here talking to you about, yeah, you can do it, and this is tremendously motivating. And especially to you women out there, ladies, you know how it is. We're supposed to be the caregivers. We're supposed to be the ones taking care of everybody else and making their problems go away. And we feel that inner drive as part of our being. But it's not our whole purpose. Our purpose is much bigger than that. And in a world that keeps telling you to shrink, both literally and physically, you got to be skinny and you got to take up less space. Forget that. I weight lift. I am going to embrace myself as I am, and I'm going to take up all the space, every bit of it. I want you to do that as well. Stop being scared of a world that tells you to shrink yourself. It's lying to you. Don't do it. How? How do you do this? How do you change your thinking? I won't lie. It's the hardest thing you'll ever do, and it's possible, and it's powerful. To get you started on this, and to start this channel with some motivation to kind of explain where I'm going and what my themes are, both with my writing and just my presence in life, I'm going to give you some resources. I'm a nerd. I love research. I love resources. I've got two here for you today, besides my own book, that I'd like for you to check out. The first is Rhonda Byrne's The Secret, this magnificent 2006 book. If you have not read this or watched the video, you need to add this to your list. It is, I reread it at least 2 or 3 times a year. It's inspiring. There is a film and the book. They're both exactly the same. You can access the film through Amazon Prime Video. You can get this. As you can see, I got it from a secondhand bookstore, a treasure, but you can also access it through your local library, through the Libby app in ebook, audiobook format. You got to read this book. It will change your thinking in a way that it needs to be changed. And honestly, I'm not talking about wishful thinking. I'm talking about actually reprogramming your mind so you feel better about life. You just have a better attitude towards life. You turn your mind from negative to positive. It's made a tremendous difference in my life. The other book I want to suggest to you is one that was recently suggested to me. I did not even know was out there. It is Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil. This is the same guy who wrote Think and Grow Rich. And Outwitting the Devil was actually banned in 1938 because it was considered too controversial. This book is basically about what gets in the way of this working, your shadow self, the part of your subconscious mind that tells you when you try to implement this stuff, yeah, but that won't work for me, but everything that comes out of that but is your shadow self trying to work against you and keep you in your place. I'm going to tell you where your place is. It's wherever the hell you want it to be. Nobody knows but you. So please be honest with yourself. And I'll tell you, Outwitting the Devil it's going to challenge you. And it's going to open your eyes. And you're going to see things in yourself and other people that you're going to go, wow, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I was doing that or that was a problem. It is basically an imaginary conversation with the devil about how he ensnares people, how he keeps them locked into hypnotic thinking that keeps them drifting and spinning their tires and never making any progress, and how to overcome it. We're talking about, this was before C.S. Lewis's magnificent The Screw Tape Letters. It's, trust me, you will want to read or listen to that book. It is available in audiobook and ebook format through the Hoopla app at your library. Also, what's available through Hoopla is Singularity. I have other books as well to offer you if you check out my website. This is the only one in physical form. I am just moving into paperbacks, hardbacks, YouTube channels, obviously. I'm stepping it up. That Ozzy concert really, it inspired me to just get out of my comfort zone and start stretching out there. And one thing that I stumbled across shortly after that concert was a quote by Bruce Lee to do at least one thing daily that moves you towards your goal. I printed it out and stuck it on my vision board. One thing daily. I mean, that's it, and that's easy, and that's a good start. Do one thing daily that gets you where you want to be. That's what I've done, and it went from a month ago watching an Ozzy concert to a few weeks later, now I'm starting a YouTube channel. I'm getting more out there, and I am distributing my books more widely, and I'm updating my promotion, and I'm actually working on a sci-fi trilogy. I'll have more about that in future videos. But for now, I just want to encourage you. Ozzy left us with tremendous encouragement to never say never. No excuses, seriously. He didn't accept any excuses. You don't have to either. His time here on earth is done. He's left a legacy, but you're still here. You are still here, and while you are still here, you can do it. You can fulfill your purpose and do so much. So mine out that potential. Check out those books. think it over, and I'll see you next time.